What's up, chosen ones? I have a topic that I want to share with you that I don't see anybody touching on, and I think it's important because considering who we are, considering the trauma that we have endured, the warfare we have endured, the tests, and just absolutely probably been to hell and back, and have vouchers and receipts to prove it. So, let's talk about addiction, okay? And because this is a realistic issue that I feel like, us, 144,000 of us out here, because I truly am starting to believe that's the amount, truly, that's out here, just from what I've seen. And how people are loosely throwing this term around when it shouldn't be loosely thrown around, because it is something that takes a lot of suffering and sacrifice to fall in line with, which is your purpose and destiny, which is some sort of way you are going to be helping people and spreading the light. You are a machine of light, and that's what you're here for in this hour. So don't be discouraged about that. But addiction, okay. What addiction does, okay, if you are, let's say, functioning and you are still addicted to, illegal substances, whatever. I'm speaking along the terms of a little bit more hardcore than marijuana, or we can include marijuana if you want to include that. But I believe that when we are using, it is altering our subconscious mind and the confidence that we have for ourselves, the way we are introducing ourselves to the world. It alters that in a negative way, because we are subconsciously guilty. And I'm speaking from experience here. I know I'm saying a lot. Forgive me. This is something I am really thinking hard on. So I'm sorry if I'm saying a lot, but see. Okay. Let's focus here. This is something that isn't spoke on, and bringing it to the table, I'm trying to word it in a way that is suitable for you to digest. And that goes for anybody, whether you have addiction problems or not. Because if you don't, I'm sure somebody you know or love has issues. It's just too common for us to not. So, this is valuable information for anybody, in my opinion. But, the lack of confidence that we subconsciously have, in thinking that God won't or can't use us, when we need to understand something here. It is our free will. God did something amazing for us. He has given us our free will to choose. Okay, and when we follow God and we let loose of our own will, we need to understand that that's not part of His will for your life. Does that mean He won't use you? Absolutely not. And I don't believe so. I think He can use anybody at any given time. He can summons the birds if He wants. Sorry, I got cut off there. And it makes it to where our vibrations are lower, and it brings confusion and a strong delusion, and it can alter our decision making. We know the drill. But as far as God being able to use you in terms of whether you are a drug addict or not, I believe He can summons any damn body at any damn time. So don't think that you are too dirty for God, because that is not true. And once you feel the power of God and it was Him, it just might change your mind and just might touch your heart to make you choose different. And it is a disease. It is a disease. And whether you're in active addiction or not, you still have a lingering battle. Some days are hard, some days aren't. But once you truly feel the peace of God, you don't feel the need to use anymore. You know what I mean? And it comes natural. But it comes with repetition and practice. Practice and repetition. It ain't like people just get saved and they're like, oh, now I can live a life that is, righteous. It takes you have to fight for that. But once you get so far into it, things become easy, and then you really get to settle into what God has prepared for you as His child. And I think, when you're clean and sober, you have like a humble yet confident way of delivering yourself to the world and producing what it is you need to produce. All kinds of different things, you know what I mean? And the sky is the limit once that falls off, because a lot of times that's the only thing we have binding us. You know what I mean? That's like the last thing but it was never fully able to take you out, you see, and that's because you're chosen, and nobody can take a child of God from God's hand. You know what I mean? And that's why you look like nothing you've been through, and that's why you have maintained your life. But when we're done toiling around, we have to pick a side, and we have to repent, and we have to turn our ways. It's not going to be easy at first. In fact, it's going to be a damn battle. But with the power of Jesus and the peace and the security that comes with following God and becoming a walking, living sacrifice and witness to God, that means we are following the laws. He dwells in our body at that point. You guys, I gotta go get my Merrick off the bus. I'll be right back.